ask you something. Did you think that YouTube banning anyone under 16 from streaming was going to be the worst of it? If so, you were wrong. Because this is just a whole nother level! I'm sure you've heard about this stuff already, but, you know, YouTube is adding this new AI that's going to determine if you're under 18 or not. Big shocker at this point! Okay, but in all seriousness though, why am I not surprised? Like, this is one of the worst things to happen in social media history, and at least to me, it just seems like something that was bound to happen. And this is just something that YouTube would do at this point. It's just with everything that's already been going on, which everything I am going to be going over in this video, because there's even things that already happened that I have not gone over yet on this channel. So before we get started with that, consider liking and subscribing. It would help me out a whole lot. And let's get started. So when YouTube made their new rule about people under 16 not being able to stream anymore, I thought that was just a decision on YouTube's end. But then I learned about something new. The Child Online Safety Act, which is not passed into law yet, but it's on its dang way. And that's when I realized YouTube probably did this because it had to do with that. And then I saw other things that weren't going on in the US. Most important thing was that the UK started barring things from kids on the internet, which weren't even that bad. I mean, there were some bad things that were getting barred, which is kind of a good thing, but there were things that weren't really all that bad either, if you know what I mean. And so basically, if you were an adult and you wanted to prove that you were an adult, you had to show some form of government ID, which people were not happy about. And I was happy because I thought, oh, well, this is the UK, this isn't the US that is affected by this, until I learned that the US is proposing this for themselves. And I am not surprised in the slightest. Oh, I live in the US, by the way. Quick pause. I just wanted to say real quick, sorry if I don't explain things very well. I'm just saying, you know, everything that I know, and I'm going to say it the best that I can. Oh, and by the way, yes, I did do research and stuff like that, so I pretty much know what I'm talking about. For those of you who say, oh, you're a kid, you don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, and one more thing I wanted to mention before I get to the main point. I heard that Australia straight up banned social media for anyone under 16. To the kids under 16 in Australia, I feel bad for you, man. You can't watch me and see what I'm saying right now, but trust me, I feel bad for you. Okay, now one more thing before we get to the new YouTube situation. I heard that in the UK, there was a petition to overrule their law that I talked about earlier, and it had 350 signs. And guess what the UK government apparently did about it? They refused the petition, and they said it was because think of the children. Do you see how that is absolutely stupid? You overruled a petition that was supposed to take down that law because of the cause of the law? Do you see how that doesn't make sense? Anyway, now let's get to the actual, main topic of this video. So, late July, I found out that YouTube is going to be adding a new age verification AI. And it made me scared because I learned that this AI is going to look at feeds and other information such as the age of your channel, just basically stalk you to try to figure out your age. And if it determines you're under 18, it's going to bar a bunch of stuff. Now, I just know the AI is going to screw up constantly. Actually, I'm more than willing to bet it's going to mess up more so of the time than it actually doesn't. So the part that people are most angry about, especially adults, is that if the AI does get it wrong and says you're under 18 when you're actually not, you can prove that you're an adult to YouTube by showing them your government ID, sending them your credit card information, or just sending a selfie of yourself. Yeah, either way, it's a complete invasion of privacy. Now, here's the thing that YouTube doesn't seem to understand. Nobody wants this. Not kids, not even adults. Nobody wants this. So don't do it. It just seems like your goal is to just give us kids crap right now. Like, we haven't already gotten enough. However, I will say, now I know why all this stuff is suddenly happening to kids. It's because of this ridiculous act. Now, listen, I just feel like I need to say this before I get canceled. I'm not trying to offend anybody. I respect your political opinion no matter what it is. And, I actually don't completely care about politics all that much. I just want to say, I'm not trying to offend anyone. I'm just saying what I think. You can think what you want. I respect it. So, anyway, yeah, that pretty much wraps up what I want to say for today's video. So, thanks for watching. Again, consider liking and subscribing, and I will see you guys later.